of the freedom of speech,
The other side of the non-disclosure agreements, the agreements. Man, Sam Ant here at Viral Hip Hop News. Go ahead and hit that like button. Smash that notification bell, and y'all see the merch, man. Go to the Viral Hip Hop shop right now, exclusively on vhiphopnews.com, or you can find a link in the description box. Definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all support. All right, let's go. So Travis Scott obviously has been the name and the topic of conversation the last couple of days after the catastrophe that happened out at AstroWorld on Sunday. I believe it was Sunday. I'm not sure. Sometime this weekend, we have at least 8 people dead, hundreds injured, a lot of catastrophe going on, a lot of people pointing fingers, a lot of people upset at Travis Scott for the situation, even though one man, in my opinion, cannot control 50 some odd thousand people. You have a lot of people that are pointing the finger, pointing blame, and saying different things. Obviously, we know how that goes. Master P was asked about the situation. I believe Master P performed at AstroWorld, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't get to see everything that went on, and maybe he was supposed to be there and something happened. I know Romeo Miller, excuse me, not Lil Romeo. I know he was there doing his thing. All that being said, Master P was asked about this situation. He answered the question. He talked about the situation out in Houston, Texas, and AstroWorld and performing, and whether or not rappers get the crowd too hyped, because now that's a question. So he goes and talks about it, does his thing. Y'all enjoy that content. Just stay tuned on the back, and man, my man from St. Louis rapper Trey 80 the Future, man, dropping absolute jewels about this situation and much more. Stay tuned to the back end, man. Enjoy the jewels, enjoy the content. Saying, man, Viral Hip Hop News, leave a comment in the comment section. Let's go.
Do you think he got them too hyped up?
I mean, that's what they came for. You know, as soon as Make 'Em Say came on, people went crazy. So, you know, that's what you normally do in a concert.
Yeah.
So it's like, it ain't like you could go and say, oh, well, don't get too, hyped up. I mean, that's what you want to do. That's what people come for a concert for. Nobody realized, like, how could this happen? I don't think Travis Scott or nobody, it's like everybody in shock.
So you don't put the blame on any particular person or entity? You think it's just...
To be honest with you, I don't know the preparation, who did what behind it. We just know people lost their lives and somebody gonna be held accountable for that.
Shine a light on you, brother. Yeah, we want people to see you, man.
Definitely.
My bad.
No, you good. People gonna see this and they need to see who's talking all this gold over here.
For sure.
Trey on the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast.
Yeah.
What's your stage name, bro? I don't want to mess that up. I'm looking at it. Is it Trey the Future?
It's Trey 80 the Future. So the E is the 3. All numbers hold significance. 3 is the number understanding, 8 is build and destroy, and 0 is the cycle of knowledge. So my name means understanding how to build and destroy the cycle of knowledge. Trey 80 is also a representation of the 380 caliber pistol, like pow, small, discreet, keep the shells,
Niggas a fucking beast, man. No disrespect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Goodness gracious. Man, but yeah, man, what I wanted to ask you next, kind of transition, but staying in hip hop, one of the big things going on right now is with Travis Scott. And there's a lot of talk going on with that. It was an obvious tragedy what happened. A lot of people are placing sole blame on the brother, which I don't agree with, because one man controlling over 50,000 people is damn near impossible, as well as he does while he's on stage kind of controlling the crowd. There's no way he can control the behavior, but they're blaming him for it. And then you got one side calling it a tragedy, and then you obviously know the music industry, and you out here, you got your eyes and ears to it, the Illuminati, and it was satanic rituals and all kind of wild stuff.
Right.
Being as grounded as you are, brother, I would love to hear your perspective on the entire thing. Just talk about what your overall thoughts were on what you saw and you digested with that.
So one thing, Denzel Washington said this before. He said, if you watch the news, you misinformed, but if you don't watch the news, you uninformed. So, seeing a lot of these takes in these small clips on social media about the tragedies that happened, about them rushing the gates and the guards, basically it resonate with the mind control in the music. Now, on one hand, I do feel like, it's no way that people should like cult following rave after just one person. Like, no one man should have all that power. On the other hand, he can't control all them people, like you said. And then if you see a flip side in the media, you'll see different clips where he was actually stopping, like, hey, no, wait, stop the concert. Like, Go check on this person.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it had anything to necessarily do with his humanity, you know, or what he believes in as a person. I do believe that it's a misrepresentation for media hype. People need to stop being so crazy over, you know, or idolizing over people so much, and those type of situations wouldn't happen. Like the super fan type of situation, like, I got respect for you as a person, I love what you do, I love to come see you, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not finna run nobody over to get in the, like, it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so even you know, everything should just be in decency and order. If you trying to have a conversation with a political leader or somebody of status or stature, you don't just rush them. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna rush a meeting at a city council or a city town hall meeting. So why rush the concert stage? You know, it's politics behind all of it, and I feel like the culture of music has been demonized and degraded to such a point where things like this are becoming normal.
Right, earlier you talked about, you know, in your music that you don't only talk about the problem, you talk about solutions. What do you see the solution being, you know, for hip hop and the message? Because I feel like if it keeps going this way, it's only going to further contribute to the degradation and downfall of Black people, for one. So what do you see the solution being? I know you're one man, you got, you know, your only thoughts, but what could make it better in your opinion?
People making better music, people actually talking about the real struggles, addressing mental health issues present in our communities, talking about the financial issues we face, give the stories that hip hop used to be about. You know, give hip hop its essence back. They was talking about hip hop died when the Carter 3 came out, and you know, just all of these different phases and ebbs and flows in the life of hip hop. I feel like we do need more substance in the music. That's one way to contribute, like give a more positive message. Or if you are talking about your situation, even if it was a negative situation, say you got shot or say you was in the streets, you can talk about that. But it's the way you put the message across. How did you overcome that? Are you still living this life, or are you expressing why you was in this life, or what, you know what I'm saying? Where are you now? And if you're showing no progression, if you're not involved in the community, if you're not like doing things towards to remove that stigma within the community of yourself, on yourself, and for our people as a whole, then I feel like you're working against us. It's counterculture, it's counteractive, counterproductive. I feel like we need more substance from our queens as well. Like, you know, you can empower a woman without saying fuck that nigga. You can empower a man to, you know what I'm saying, do right by his woman without saying fuck that bitch. Like, it's a lot.
So subscribe, hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.